Hello YouTube friends and family. If you have a Crown Victoria and you still have the factory headlights, you know it's probably the weakest part of the car. They just don't illuminate well. I always recommend LED bulbs. The nice folks at Novsight were nice enough to send me a set of their LED bulbs. You notice I am wearing gloves. I always recommend gloves anytime you're doing any kind of light bulbs, so that you don't burn them out with the oils on your fingers. Even though I think the LEDs are tougher, I still don't recommend touching them with your bare hands. So these should hopefully be straight up plug and play. We will test that out. That's a cool feature. It's got the fan on the inside of the headlight instead of a separate part. Nobody actually reads these. I never do. But basically it's pretty straightforward to change them. I've changed lots of headlights in my day. All right, the first obstacle you always have with the Crown Victoria is this plastic cover. You may have 0, 1, 2, or 3 of these retainers. They just basically unscrew and then pull out. Mine just has the one in the middle, but there are 3 possible locations. I think a lot of departments just rip those out and toss them. I usually will lay this somewhere back there. It usually will stay, no problem. The headlight housing is held in with these 2 metal brackets. Sometimes you can just pull them up with your fingers like that. Sometimes you need a screwdriver to pop them up. So don't feel bad if you can't do it with your fingers like I just did, because I don't always succeed in that. So what I'll do is I'll put a screwdriver there and just pop it up, or pry bar, or something along those lines. With those off, literally the whole housing will just slide out. It just slides out nice and easy like that. And really all you need access to is here, so you don't really have to pull it out very far. You see that's the lock tab. It just kind of, I don't know, was that a quarter turn maybe? And then the bulb will come out. Now, one of the worst things they designed is the lock tabs for the headlights itself. So you can't really see probably very well, but there's supposed to be 2 that lock it down. Almost all the cars are down to 1 or even 0 of them, I've noticed. For some reason it's a split tab too, so like if you were to pry from this side, you have to pry both of them separately. But once you do, and it'll probably break on me since this is so old, but let's see if I can get that to slide off without breaking. Okay, there you go, did not break it. A miracle. So you can see the LED bulb is bigger mainly because it has the fan there. I don't believe that's going to be a clearance issue. You see it just slides in, and what you want to do is there's little tabs that will keep it going in only one way, because it may be, some of them have to go in upside down when they're LEDs in order for the high beams to work. You're just going to have to figure out this, but it should be lined up properly. And then see how it has kind of a nice tight fit there. And then you just plug the electrical back in and hope to not break that tab again, although I don't think I've ever broke one plugging it in. It's always removing it is when it breaks. And then should be able to just spin that a quarter turn and lock into place. Now when you put it back in, these adjusters, line them up as best you can straight, because otherwise you'll be wrestling for quite a while. The other thing you can do, if you don't have a headlight adjuster tool, which is a 4.5 millimeter ratcheting basically wrench, you can spin these with it off now. So like if you turn these clockwise or counterclockwise, you can move the adjuster where you need it to be. Mine are already lined up. I don't expect there to be a change based on the LED bulbs. And then you just basically push that back in, line that up over the adjuster, and snap it down. And this one has just one tab that goes in the top and then one that goes around the adjuster. And you're done. Obviously do the other side. I'm gonna give you a little different angle this time, just see if it helps you see. All right, 4 for 4 on pulling those with my hands. That's a new record. And then we just slide it out. Turn that about a quarter turn or so to unlock. And I'm going to push that back so that it doesn't fall off. Now you see this one actually has both tabs, shockingly, although you can tell they're broken because it's already coming off of there. And old factory bulb, new LED bulb. Clip the electrical, spin the lock tab, line up the adjusters, and like I said, if you need to adjust your headlight aim, you can do it now easier than you can on the car. On the car you need that long 4.5mm wrench. And with those adjusters all the way through, push them in. This one, remember, goes over 2 adjusters. Snaps in. And then this one, that tab goes in the square hole, and then the round one goes around the adjuster. And if you are confident you didn't mess anything up, put the plastic cover back over. So it's mostly just kind of what I like to call a wrestling match. You got to get that lined up, and then usually one of these tabs sticks out, so you got to get it in. Once you do that, line up the hole, press this in and spin it. Mine, as you see, it's not really all that secure, but most cars I've had don't even have any of them, and obviously this piece does not fly out of there once you have the hood closed. I turned off the overhead lights so we can see the new headlights in action. There are the low beams, there are the high beams. So everything is hooked up correctly, as you see. Low, high, low, high. So these are quality bulbs, obviously, because I have had some that you had to spin things around or rewire things to get them to work. So I gotta give a thumbs up to Novsight for the lights. They look like they're high quality, nice and bright. And I will do a follow-up when I'm driven at night, which might not be for a while because Texas doesn't get dark till about 9 o'clock nowadays.